And then it goes back to the tower houses. There used to be castles here. Cromwell used to march up there to Finglas, march down, and he destroyed the monastery that was there. There are several castle sites in the area, which are it's a very, very historic site. It's really, really old. The bridge is about 1640.
But it's also an abundance of wildlife.
It is. And what they propose now is just to destroy everything. You just what is public land and decide among themselves without any public agreement or consultation that they're going to sell it and build in it, that they have the right, that they have the authority to take the land of the people that belongs to the people and with the rigged voting system then sell it and whatever they're going to do. They're going to destroy it and then they're going to put in a population the size of Leitrim into this. Probably most of the people that are coming here, as you know, will be non-native, invasive species. The corner there, no, you just go straight. At the corner there, that's just probably the start of what they're going to do. Oh yeah. Those apartments there. There's a laneway there, they're going to run it all the way along.
Them apartments will be the same on this side.
Right up to Dunsink Observatory and all around there. But also there's an Old Georgian estate, a few hundred acres, and they've started to put bulldozers in there. I don't know exactly what they're doing. They're probably going to go 15 stories high. They just destroy, because Ireland at the moment has just been, the intention is to destroy it.
What are they there? What's that concept?
They're reeds, but we're in full destruction mode at the moment. They can disguise it under any name they want. It's under full destruction. We're under full destruction. They're going to take in 5 million more. 5 million more.
Everywhere you look in the sea, you see cranes. Everywhere you look.
It's Calergy, and the aim is just to wipe us out. You won't survive this, and you won't survive this. They talk about, and if you go to say something, they say something like, well, the minorities feel. We are the minority. We are the minority.
David had to call him a neighbour.
They're reeds that were planted.
Yeah, but there'll be a bunch of wildlife living in there.
Yeah, there'll be reed wobblers and everything in there. Yeah, water hens and everything. But they're going to destroy all this. To the right, they're going to put a dual carriageway or something down. And they're going to go all the way out. They're going to devastate everything. It's really symbolic of what's happening in Ireland at the moment, because they're destroying it, introducing people that don't belong here, that have no right to be here, that are full of excuses to be here, that get everything given to them. And our country now it's in its death throes, and people don't realise it because of the magic words like racist. Nothing to do with racism. Truth can't be racist. Truth is truth. Truth is based on fact, and the facts are we destroy. We are the minority. We don't have any say in our own country, in our own land. We own the land, not a rigged government, not the EU. It's our land, the land, what you walk on, the earth, we own it.
But also, this is a marshland. It's not even good land to build on.
They probably won't do it there. They'll do it to the right there, and then they're going to go all the way up.
No, I think they have all, this whole area's been...
But they're artificial. They're ponds or traces.
Ready? Oh,
yeah.
It's lovely looking. It's lovely. You can spend a whole day up here. Just enjoying nature, and it's a few minutes from the sea.
And when they go out there to the river, because it's so massive a thing they're going to do. They're literally creating a massive town out here in terms of population. People have no comprehension because normally sites are quite small and buildings are quite small. But this is so massive a thing that people can't comprehend, which is why they're not really up in arms about it, because they don't understand.
Well, the plan is the same population of Leitrim they want to put in this area.
The whole population of Leitrim. And as I said, most of those will be non-natives, the invasive species.
You know, I don't know the population of Leitrim. Oh, still say it's what, 60, 70, 80,000 people? 100,000?
I don't know exactly what
I know.
it is, although I'm familiar with it. It must be 120,000.
Well, there you go. That's how big an area, that's how big a demographic change they plan for this area.
I mean, it just... I mean, it's so frustrating that people just allow this, that no one actually stands up and says, this is our country, this is our land. It is not the government's land to destroy. It's not the government's right to open up borders.
Take me to that. Like, everywhere we go, we're under surveillance. Everywhere we go as well, we're under surveillance.
Or the EU, to say you will open up your borders and you will do this. And then we've Omar shooting his mouth off in a country he doesn't belong in, speaking about things he should have. Who cares about what his opinion is? His land is Pakistan. He should stick to that. Leave us. Mind his own business. This country's nothing to do with him. Nothing at all. And he needs to be told to shut up. And we're told that we have to be we don't have to be respectful. Just tell him, shut up. Just plain shut up. Your opinion's not wanted. We don't think much of you, and we don't even want you here. Shut up. Get out. Oh, it's racist. It's truth. Get out. There's too much people messing about as if his feelings are... And the countries they actually come from. Which is another thing. I was just looking at Pakistan, marrying the kids off. The animal abuse. They abuse their animals in every way. The mindset is just so corrupt.
They're all...
That it's incomprehensible.
None of them compatible. From the Indians to the Muslims to the Brazilians. They're not compatible.
But they're primitive. They're sand people. They just come from... they're ignorant. They're inbred. They're not that bright. They have low IQs. And they're aggressive. But they'll destroy you, which is why they've been brought in. Because they're not being brought in because people care about them. They've been brought in because they know that they will destroy us in time. They will destroy Europe's population. Because they probably can't do it by war. They could do it by this. And they will destroy us with the amount of people coming in. Because eventually these people will pick us off when our population is low enough. And they've actually said it. I actually saw something yesterday that said it. It said, we will, when we're the majority, we're going to make Ireland Sharia. And if they don't like it, they can either become a Muslim or they can leave Ireland. So they're going to tell us to leave Ireland if we don't become a Muslim. So this is where we are now.
Isn't that beautiful? Is this beautiful?
Yeah, that's it.
As I said, but that's so close to Ballymoon Finglas. To have this on our doorstep, we're blessed.
And when they bring that population in here, even if a small section of this is kept, it'll be overrun.
There's loads of native oaks, beautiful trees there, national trees. None of this should be getting destroyed. None of it.
But the Irish themselves become very weak and docile. They don't care, they just want to look at that, flick through the screens and eat something and spread the circus.
Look at that lovely blue sky under all that grey haze.
They're not going to be around.
Blue sky up there. You just can't fucking see it.
And the dogs too, I mean, they're going for the dogs as well. They're going to try and get rid of dogs eventually as well.
Well, they get rid of meat. So they get rid of meat, which will include meat for dogs.
They'll run them up, they'll run that price. They're going to put huge license fees and they're going to track you per mile in your car.
Well, come here.
facial recognitions in every car.
Well, even the suggested putting reds on the push bikes, that's how they start the suggested boards, and it will eventually come in.
Yeah, and in Lidl at the moment, they're doing all sorts of work. I don't know what they're doing. They're probably building those cabinets that you need a phone or you need a pass or something to open up.
Well,
Because
yeah,
Lidl are up to something at the moment.
you're right, but most of the meat is already in the fridges where you just have to put a lock on it. It's a lock with a key code.
It's going to be that if you don't have your digital ID, and in order to get your digital ID, you're going to have to be so-called vaccinated, you know? Because this is what you said, to be green and if you're fresh, and amber if you're coming close to getting your next one, and you have to take 2 or 3. They've actually stated that. So, Klaus Schwab's book, page 114, he says they're going to get rid of, he says, and he writes it on page 114, they're going to get rid of 4 billion people.
Is that Scribbletown now?
That's Scribbletown. They're all new apartments. They're all the way. But they're going to be bigger than that. They're probably going to be twice, 3 times, 2.5 times the size of those again. Except it's going to be much bigger than any of that. It's going to be that X, probably 50 times bigger than all of that. There. But this is going on throughout the whole country.
Yeah.
In every...
100%. Our area, Ballymun is getting retail developed.
And then if you include, to actually get the proper perspective, England has been decimated as well. The English is absolutely being destroyed. France is being destroyed. Germany. They say that Spanish people are going to be wiped out. I mean, the bigger picture is all of Europe is going to be wiped out.
Of all the apartments. These are new apartments that came in the last 20 years, isn't it? That's even.
Oh, just those into about 20 years. And they're building them much bigger. They've changed, they've modified now the plans. They're allowed to go up now much higher.
Yeah, and they're getting smaller. Square foot is getting smaller.
I mean, old Ireland is dead. And the young people can't even think anymore. They have no backbone. They've been educated to become weak, to not know their own minds.
Call them they're hooked on TikTok. They can't even watch a movie for fuck's sake and they're distracted. Too long.
It's more the...
They fishbowl minds. Seriously.
Yeah, but they're weak. They're weak. It's the weakness, the feebleness that they kind of... They're like children even when they're grown up.
Well,
They're not grown up. Even people now, 25, go on like teenagers.
they're leaving school at 25. Like college and all. Yeah, they're adult children.
Well, when you think years ago they used to start apprenticeships at 15. They just go in and just start apprenticeships, and that's all. There was no... The girls used to go into factories, and they'd go in at 15 and 16, and that was all there was to it. Nobody cried or whinged or anything else, you know. And if you didn't have a lot to eat, you just had bread and jam, and that was it. And nobody whinged. Nobody cried. Nobody had mental breakdowns. No one ran to the doctor.
No, we didn't have a mental health crisis.
No. There was no confusion, gender confusion. There was nothing. People had nothing. They might have a pair of shoes. They're lucky they might have a Sunday pair of shoes, 2 pairs of jeans or something, a few shorts, not much, fit in a plastic bag.
All hand-me-downs as well.
Yeah, but they were tough. They weren't weak. They didn't whinge. They weren't pathetic. They didn't cry like babies all the time. They take a beating and they give it. And there was a better for it.
On Mammy Government to fix everything.
Yeah. And if they got a bloody nose, they just took it. Now, if you run them off for counselling, what's the nose? But the whole thing, everything comes from the land. Even your temperament comes from the land and the climate. That's why they're going for it. Everything. And you need religion too, even though it might appear negative. We're a stronger society with religion, more cohesive society, and it acts like a a psychiatrist for the masses religion. Light a candle, say a prayer, whatever. Have a whiskey for a day or two and just recover.
We'll go this way, we'll go this way.
It's very, very difficult when you see the way it was.
Now, wasn't that long ago?
Well, even the countryside, the little Irish villages and the little hardware and the pubs and the one chemist and the character that it had. Even the character Dublin had along the quays, all the pubs and the antique shops that were there. And you go in now, the streets are still there, the buildings, most of them are still there. But Dublin itself is now gone. Although you'd recognise the streets, but the Dublin itself is now gone. There's none of it left. And it just represents the people that have actually put in.
There's no new businesses. The only new businesses are bake shops, phone shops, fucking bookies, and chemists. That's it.
The same in England. And they're being probably given grants for all those things. So this is so ancient, you know, all the Vikings and everything, and just the land is so saturated in history. And even up here there's an old graveyard on the Georgian estate, and it's 1765. Some of the gravestones are 1765. And we just live in this present moment of time, and just...
Where is that? Where is that graveyard? Are we near it?
We were in it.
Yeah, I know we were in it, but we near it now.
No, we can drive up to it if you want. We can go up to it another day if you want to get it, but we're just living at this particular moment in time, and we think this is reality. But it's when you start to reflect, you think about the past, and you start then to see life, this piece of land.
We go down towards the road.
Yeah, you got it. In a much more comprehensive way, given time. You're not looking just at the present. You're looking at you're looking behind. You're looking at the present, and you're looking at the future, and you get a much more comprehensive view on where you are.
Well, road bushes.
If you always remember the past, you'll be much more grounded in your present. And if you always remember the past, you'll have a much more direction about your future. But you have to remember the past. And we're just walking on the surface of the earth that people have walked on for God knows how long. They just walk across the same surface of the earth. And nothing, life is brief, and you won't take anything with you. And anyone who just grabs and sells the soul for a bit of money, for some shiny cars or shiny bits of stuff that turn to rust in a few years. That is just...
Most of the new cars are made of plastic anyway.
But everything is just... Because everything is... It's a materialistic world. It's a materialistic mentality.
But it's all to design, not to last.
Well, it's actually designed to take you away from what's true and what's straight. Because if you take God and you take spirit and you take nature and you take history and you take nationalism out of the people and you give them just plastic garbage and crap on TV, they're weak. They're weak. The strongest people are the ones that know who they are as a nation and as a people. They know. They have it literally pulsating through their veins. And once you destroy that, and this is what they do by bringing in all these, they're destroying there now. In there where you see all the ragworth in there, that's all going to be a road. Destroying all that. All the miles out. They destroy all that. I don't know whether they're going to... And if they do that, they'll have to pipe part of the river there, put in concrete pipes. Yeah,
they could even fucking cap it and it'll be underground.
Well, they'll do part of it if they have to. But it's not even about that. It's about... This represents what's happening in Ireland at the moment. You're talking about an ancient country, an ancient land, and just this, not something that's just happening, something that's actually planned. It's an actual conscious, planned destruction. They've actually sat down and say, how do we destroy these people? How do we destroy this country? And how do we get away with it? By using magic words like racist and you're being enriched and all this crap. How do we get away with it? How do we get away with it? Now we silence them and we call it hate speech. We call truth hate speech, even when it's fact.
Solidarity is another magic
it's
word.
fact.
That's shown it.
Millions of people who don't belong here, who have no real right to ever be here, are coming in and taking all our resources. Oh, that's racist, that's hate. No, that's fact. Millions of people are coming in, they're taking all the resources, taking all the houses, they're destroying the society. It's much more threatening and much more violent. We were a peaceful country. What's changed? What's changed? To make it non-peaceful and dangerous. We didn't have homeless people on the streets. What's changed? Why do we have homeless people on the street? Oh, it's hate speech, it's hate speech. You can say it and you must say it. Because not to say it and to be silent is going to allow it to happen. And it's going to happen, so you may as well say it. Either way, you're going to be destroyed. So, and what?
We'll end this one here now. We'll end this video here. We'll make another in a minute.
Yeah, well, the tall apartments. No, the big apartments there towards the end of the road. Maybe you can film them and just some of the new ones, the type of ones that they're going to build. You can show them probably. They're at the end of this laneway here.